The tension in the air was palpable as the two men stood face to face, both dressed in the uniforms that defined their identities, one in military camouflage, the other in the dark blue of a high-ranking officer. They were more than just soldiers, they were brothers, bound by shared history and a sense of duty. But today, the battlefield was not on foreign soil. It was right here, in the yard of their childhood home, where a different kind of war was about to unfold. In the middle of the two men stood Maria. Her hands were raised in an attempt to keep the peace, but it was clear she was torn between the two. Her heart ached, knowing that this moment was inevitable, yet she had hoped it would never come. She had been in love with both of them at different times in her life, but the situation had grown too complicated, too personal. Now, standing between these two men, her emotions were in turmoil. The soldier in camouflage, rugged and strong, stood with a sense of duty in his eyes. His loyalty to his country and comrades was unwavering. But Maria had been his anchor, his one true love, the one constant in his life. The officer in the dark blue uniform, polished and dignified, had once been his closest friend. Now, it seemed the bond of brotherhood had dissolved into something far more bitter, a rivalry that neither could escape. "I didn't want this," Maria's voice trembled as she spoke, her eyes shifting between the two men. "This isn't who we are. We've always been a team." The officer's stern gaze softened for a moment, but his resolve remained. "Duty comes first, Maria. You know that. I've spent my life upholding the honor of this uniform." The soldier clenched his fists, his jaw tight. "And what about loyalty, huh? What about the loyalty to the people we care about? I never signed up to lose everything just because of rank." As the two men stared each other down, Maria knew that no matter what happened, they couldn't go back. The ties that once held them together had frayed. Duty and loyalty, two words that once meant the same to them, now stood in opposition. The world outside would never understand the weight of this moment, but here, in the silence of the yard, everything was crystal clear. This wasn't just a fight between two soldiers. It was a fight for the heart of the woman they both loved.